All right, all right. Hey, everybody. Happy Money Making Monday. Hope y'all are having a great day. Hey, Facebook. Hey, everybody on YouTube. Now, listen, Facebook, I'm going to go ahead and let you all know if you want to see my screen, you will need to hop over onto YouTube. You all can go to Prosperity Calls on YouTube, okay? Prosperity Calls on YouTube if you want to see my screen. If not, and you are just happy with hearing my voice and seeing my face, that's perfectly fine. But in order for you to see my screen, you will need to jump over onto YouTube. Okay. So now let's go ahead. Right now, I'm going to 1 second, y'all. You understand? Now my child is over here attempting to be disobedient and not listening to me. So y'all, we're gonna get back to business, right? Okay. So let's get to it. All right. See, I've been gone for 2 weeks and she's acting brand new right now, but we're gonna keep it moving. So let's move forward with our lesson for today and what we are doing. I won't say lesson for today. What I mean to say is the analysis. All right. So let's get to it. First and foremost, as always, y'all, we have to do this disclaimer because there are people out here that think I'm joking and think other people who talk about trading and investing think they're joking. This is serious, y'all. Trading and investing in any market can contain substantial risk and is not suited for every individual. Every trader and investor learns differently, and that's why everyone's performance will vary. Okay, it's going to be different. So our results will not be the same. All right. Some of us are going to make more money. Some of us will make less. Some of us may break even a lot. Everyone is going to be different, but that is why it's important for all of us to know our learning style, but also to learn how we execute. Okay. There is a potential for a trader and investor to lose all or more than their initial investment due to numerous factors. I will challenge every single one of you to be smart in how you go about investing into the Forex market. When you're talking about trading, investing or trading in the crypto market, y'all, please be smart about those things. Only put money into any market that you are comfortable with losing. Know that there is no guarantee that you're going to make money from that market. Okay. Trading takes time to master. Trading takes time to make money, depending on you as an individual. Okay. So it is definitely suggested that you only invest money that can be lost without jeopardizing your financial security and or lifestyle. Y'all don't put your retirement into the market. Okay. Don't dump all of your 401k into the market. Do not put all of your TSP for my military folks. Don't put all of your TSP into the market. Okay. Let's be smart. Please, let's be smart. I want to make sure that everyone is aware I am not a financial advisor. I am not a licensed trader. I don't work with or for the CFTC here in the United States. I do what I do because I know that there are things that I wish I would have been shown or things that I wish would have been explained to me when I first started out. Hence why I do what I do and I share a lot of information for free. Okay. I'm only sharing this information with you guys for educational purposes, for viewers like you to do your own research. Y'all, I love for people to fact check, go do a little digging, go down a rabbit hole. I don't care what you do as long as you don't just take what I say and just run with it. I need you to find what works for you out of everything that I show you, everything that I share with you. I need you to find what works for you. Okay. And then I need you to put your own spin on it and then continue to get the bag. Okay. I am not a person that's going to tell you that, I own everything that I share with you guys. No, more than likely, I have learned this from someone else and I have applied it how I see fit to help me. Okay. So I'm going to expect the same thing from you. All right. All traders that utilize any strategies discussed on this channel, any services provided on this channel, any products shown on this channel will do so at their own risk because we all are adults. Okay. And we know that we all have our own brain and we can think for ourselves. So please, y'all, keep in mind that past profits do not guarantee future results. All right. There we go. So now we're going to move forward with last month. Last month, we did a total of 9 trades. Okay. 3 of them were gold, 2 of them was USD JPY, 1 was GBP USD, SPX 500. We did that twice, and we did 1 Bitcoin trade. Now, GBP USD, that was by request. Y'all know I don't typically trade that. In 2025, I have not personally been trading it because that's not on my list of things to trade. However, it was a request, and guess what? It did not turn out in our favor. It's not because of anything that we did. It's just the timing at this moment is not right for GBP USD at that time, right? It wasn't right in February. And then SPX 500, one of those was a lesson. I wouldn't say it was an obvious lesson. It more so is one of those if you weren't patient type of lessons, right? But nonetheless, we ended the month February 7-2, so 7 wins, 2 lessons in the market. So yeah, so that turned out to be a decent month. You know, it could have been better, but it's all good. I mean, I still take it. We were almost at an 80% win percentage. So that's still really good. Okay. So that was last month's results. Again, if you're on Facebook, for my people on Facebook, I'm gonna end up closing this because I want to make sure that my attention is focused solely on the slide. So y'all jump on YouTube so that way you all can see the slides. Okay, so I'm going to close this out for y'all on Facebook. Everyone else on YouTube, y'all continue to stay tuned. All right, Facebook, jump on YouTube right now. Prosperity Calls. All right, so now I can focus because attempting to close it, discard. There we go. Okay, so now we can get to it. All right, because geez, here we go. Why is it not? It's not showing that why is it not showing that it's live? That's weird. There you go. Okay. Okay. So let's do it. So we're moving on to the next thing, which is bam. All right. So tomorrow's Tuesday, March 18th, y'all. There is not a whole lot of high impact news. Canada does have a few. Remember, y'all, with these times on here, this is Central Standard Time. So East Coast, that's going to be 8:30 a.m. with the Canada CPI numbers and everything. Okay. For my West Coast people, that's going to be 5:30 a.m. All right. Because remember, I'm Central Standard Time. So and then also you have Japan. They have their Bank of Japan. They have some stuff coming up. Those times may be released later on today or, of course, tomorrow. So just keep an eye out for that. Remember, y'all, I don't trade anything that has a red folder at that time. So meaning I don't get into a trade right before a red folder, which is high impact news. I typically will either exit out the trade or make sure that my stop loss has been moved into profit. So I know for a fact I'm in profit at that time. Whatever happens, happens. But more than likely, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I'm one of them people. I just exit out the trade because I just don't want any type of slippage or anything to happen. Because if it's high impact news, the brokers may not be able to catch it. Okay, in time anyway. So also when there's orange folders on forexfactory.com, when there's orange folders on here, it's the same thing for me, y'all. I have learned, me personally, it does not work out in my favor higher percentages of the time. So yeah, you may get one time where it goes in your favor and then 3 more times where it doesn't. Is that a good risk to reward? Like, seriously, is that good risk management? For me, that's not. If 1 out of the 4 times that the news happens, it goes in your favor, absolutely not. I pass. So for me, orange folders is medium impact. It's the same thing. I stay away. Okay. So if I'm not already in the trade and my stop loss is not already in profit, or I just go ahead and secure my profit before that news occurs, I don't enter a trade. Okay. That's just me. Again, everyone trades differently. You do what you do. What works for you works for you. All right. But for me, that does not work for me. So I have decided to just steer clear. All right. So that is tomorrow's news. Hopefully everyone has gone to forexfactory.com and you check the news before you consider entering a trade. Y'all, there are other news outlets that you can look at when it comes to Forex news. It's totally up to you. But Forex Factory for me is very user friendly. It's easy to figure out what's happening. Okay, and they have those folders on there. You can actually learn what is the purpose of this. Like, why should I as a trader care about this particular news? They give you that breakdown as well. Okay, so that's just something to think about. Again, whatever news outlet works for you, keep rolling with it. But for me, I like Forex Factory because it's very user friendly and they give you more details and helps you to understand why you need to know those things when it comes to trading. Okay, in the foreign exchange market. So let's talk real quick before we go to the charts. So let's talk real quick about the biggest moves for last week. So I know I haven't been here for 2 weeks because of some family stuff that has occurred, having death in the family and everything. But I am back, and I did look at the markets last week, and I was looking at them yesterday as well as this morning to potentially enter a trade. I didn't see anything for me to enter this morning. However, last week, Bitcoin, oh my gosh. As an investor of Bitcoin, I'm like, but as a trader, if I was in the right mental space, I definitely would have took the trade because Bitcoin dropped just in a 24-hour time span. Bitcoin dropped over 5,000 pips. Now that's a lot of money on the table. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. I led with if I was in the right mental space. I have learned that when there are very emotional times going on for me, I stay away from the market. I'll look at it, but I do not dare open up my broker. So I'll go to like TradingView and I'll look at it real quick. But as far as me actually entering a trade, no ma'am, no sir. Again, this is me knowing me. Those are not the times for me personally to trade because I'll be distracted with my thoughts, okay, and how I'm feeling. And I've gotten to the point where I've gotten really good at being emotionally unattached to a trade. And so I don't want to mess that up. You know what I'm saying? So I did there was one time when my uncle passed and I still went and took a trade, and that was disastrous. So after that, I was like, yeah, I got it. You're emotionally unattached, but you're not seeing clearly when stuff is going on like that, when you have a death in the family. So it's probably best for you to just, not even in trade at all. So Bitcoin, if you took that trade, if you saw those moves last week, kudos to you. Shout out to you. You did a big one. Okay. I'm more than likely like seeing you making a pretty penny. Okay. Like your account might be sitting pretty nice if you were able to take majority of that, probably not all of it, but if you got 1,000, 2,000 pips and you were you know what I'm saying, managing your account. Like seriously, you did good last week. So kudos to you. Okay, GBP JPY, that one actually went up over 200 pips. That's actually on the low end for GBP JPY for a week of movement in the market, which is really surprising. But nonetheless, it did go up in price, and then it kind of consolidated a bit. It's just been fluctuating, and now when I looked at it this morning, it actually broke an area that I'm looking at. So I'm waiting on it to retest, and then possibly tonight we'll see if it does what I'm looking for it to do. Then we'll see what happens with that. But US 30, that one continued to drop last week. US 30 went down over 1,800 pips. So again, like we're seeing a lot of I'm not gonna say a lot of selling, but I have been seeing some sales in the market, specifically with crypto, definitely with our indices, like US 30, SPX. SPX is kind of starting to bounce back a little bit, but it still has been on the low end. Okay. So yeah, those are our biggest movers from last week, and I am looking forward to seeing what is going to happen this week. So that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to share my screen so we can get started with looking at the charts for this week, seeing if there's anything available for us to be able to check out. All right, so let's get to it. So I already started marking up. Hopefully you can see my screen. Okay, so hopefully you can see my screen. I've already started marking up like gold and everything. I just didn't identify like all the take profit points and everything yet. But I just want you to see this. So this is the previous week. This is our current week. So the previous week high, actually gold is attempting to come back up to that and possibly make a new high this week. If that happens, then guess what? At this point, y'all investors are like super anxious. Some are frustrated because I've seen it on different platforms. We talking TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I've seen it on different platforms, even YouTube here. I've seen it on different platforms. There are investors that's like, what is going on? Like they know what's going on, but it's just a saying, like, what is going on? Like my portfolio is bleeding right now. Now there are some people, their portfolios are not bleeding. It's not red all the way down. Some people are doing really good. But if you're in that position where you're saying, oh man, like my portfolio is bleeding, y'all listen. At the end of the day, the markets are going to do what they're going to do. The markets are going to go up, they're going to go down. That's just part of investing, that's just part of trading as well. And so what I would suggest to people is while you're in the position to, have some have a bit of funds, right, to be able to invest, I would say start putting some of that money into learning this skill of trading. It doesn't have to be with me. It could be with whoever you feel is the best and you can learn best from them. By all means, do that, because I'm telling you, it's definitely going to pay off. With your portfolio being in the red right now, you could trade to kind of counteract that in a sense, right? But it's about learning the skill first, and then being a student, and then of course applying what you learn consistently, so that way you can start making up the difference from your bleeding financial portfolio as an investor. Okay. All right, so we have our week high identified for gold. We have our week low identified for gold. Okay, so that's what this line represents. The month has not changed because we're still in the month of March. So I already did that. That's what this orange line here and this orange line here is for, right? And then we're going to go down to the day. Oh, before I do that, look, here's what I need to remind people, because I feel like some people forget this. When I do the top down analysis, I don't just look at it and be like, okay, what's the high and the low? I also look to see if there is a visible trend, because what I'm looking for honestly is, do all of the time frames that I do my top down analysis on, do all of them show me the same trend? Is it buying? Is it selling? Or it's buying on one and then it's selling on another, and then it's a chopping market on a 4 hour. Okay, well, then that means this is something I'm not even going to consider trading this week until I'm seeing some type of consistency, right? So right now with gold, I'm definitely seeing we have a buy, right? Price has been going up, creating new all-time highs, which we know. So now I'm going down to the day. I did that as well. I'm going to blow this up some so that way y'all can see it, right? So we have the week and the day high are the same, previous day, previous week. And then we have this yellow line that represents our previous day low. Okay. So now that I know that, now I'm looking at it again. Do I see any type of trend? Is it buying like the week is showing, or is it doing something else? So according to this, we still have our buy because this is a new all-time high here. Okay. So there we go. All right. So we got the week and the day. Both are showing a buy. And then the 4, I already did my Fibonacci. Okay. I did it from this previous pullback here. Okay. This low right here to this high up here. Okay. And then this is how I got my golden zone. And I also have my demand zone. This orange one right here represents my this represents the imbalance that I spotted from the 13th. Okay, so this is the imbalance. This is a impulsive move to the upside. Okay, so this is creating an imbalance. So what could happen, again, this is no guarantee. Let me blow this up some for y'all to see. So what could happen, okay, let's just say gold does not create a new all-time high. It does not close above here, right? Then it could potentially pull back and at least feel this imbalance and then go back into the buy and create a new all-time high. It could do that. Or it could come down, feel this imbalance, probably do a bit of consolidating, okay? And then also push back down, okay? It could do that and then go into this golden zone and push back up. There are so many different scenarios, but at the end of the day, y'all, if it does not clear the previous all-time high here, and then of course close above here, then we won't see a new all-time high. Okay, and I'm talking about consistent momentum to the upside. We'll see a new all-time high, but we won't see consistent momentum to the upside. If it does what it just did here and then got close here, okay, if this candle or the candles after that do not close above here, then y'all, what we could see is at least the imbalance probably getting filled. Okay, but again, I can't guarantee anything that happens in the market because I'm not God. All I know is what I see. Okay, the market's showing me what it's telling me, and then we'll go from there. So unless a candlestick pattern appears on the 4 hour and the down on the 1 hour and everything, unless a bearish candlestick pattern appears, we don't have a bearish move occurring. Okay, if we continue with bullish candlestick patterns, then guess what? That's going to tell us that bullish momentum is picking back up. Okay, it's just slowing down a little bit right here. Clearly, it's slowing down, but we'll see. All right, so now I'm going to go down to the 1 hour, and then I'm going to find profit points. Okay, so again, if this clears and we have a close above this previous all-time high, then y'all already know what it is. I cannot tell you where it's going to go. Okay, I will not even attempt to tell you where it's going to go. I will tell you to be careful. Okay, because it could shoot up. It could do a 20 pip move and then push back down. Okay, so I'm going to type on here. Make sure that if you do this, use a stop loss. My bad. Use a trailing stop loss. I'm going to put TSL, that's trailing stop loss, for the buy. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. Use a trailing stop loss for the buy because I don't have any data and I'm not using any like technical indicators right now to tell me where it could go. I haven't done that yet. Okay. So at this point, you just use a trailing stop loss. You say, hey, price clears here, it pulls back, it does its retracement, and then it creates a new bullish candlestick pattern, or whatever you use to help you to identify you're going to get into a trade. Whatever move it needs to do for you, then once it does that, if you enter this for a buy this week, y'all, make sure you use a trailing stop loss, okay? Seriously, make sure that you're using really good risk management. So please, this is not the time to be risking, especially for my beginners. This is not the time to be like, oh, well, I mean, it's been buying all this time, so I'm just going to go above my 1% that I'm risking on my balance. Don't do that. This is not the time for that. I got it. There are people out here that are showing you that they're making a whole bunch of money and stuff. But there are also people that I personally am learning from, like in the stock market, that trade options. There are crypto traders out there that I follow. Y'all, these people are being a bit more cautious on how much they are risking in the market. And if they've made millions of dollars, why in the world would you, as a brand new trader into the forex market, sit here and say, I'm going to go above 1%? This is not the time to do that. Y'all, don't gamble, okay? So use a trailing stop loss for the buy if you're going to even attempt to trade a buy for gold, because the trend has been buying, okay? Now, let's just say that gold does decide to sell. Y'all, it would have to break and close below this previous day low here. That's number one. That's number one. It would have to break and close below this previous day low. So I'm going to put, break. Uh-oh. Goodness gracious. Break and close below for sale. Okay. That's number one. That's the first thing it would have to do. It would have to break and close below here. Now, I've told y'all this before, but if you forgot, I will remind you. Those who just go straight into a trade after break and close, you're being aggressive. That's fine if that's your thing, okay? If it works for you and you're getting the results from being aggressive, keep doing what you're doing. But for my people who are new and they're like, I don't really know if I'm ready to be aggressive or what, you may want to take the conservative approach. So the conservative approach would be for a price to break and close. It comes back up and retests, okay? And then it forms a pattern or whatever you need to see to tell you to enter the trade. For me, I need to see a bearish candlestick pattern. More than likely, I'm going to need to see like a bearish engulfing candlestick pattern, okay? And maybe a bearish harami, but I'm more of like, hey, I'm definitely going to jump in the trade when I see a bearish engulfing confirm, okay? So that's what I need to see, me personally. Again, you're going to do what you want to do. All right, so what does that look like? A bearish engulfing looks like this right here. Real quick. Let me get the circle here. This is an engulfing candle. This one right, oops. This one right here. This is an engulfing candle. Okay? So what we would need to see is, let's say that there's let's say an imbalance, not an imbalance, but an doji candle or something, right? It needs to be a small candle, but normally it's going to be green, and then you're going to have your big body red candle follow that, okay? But we need to see an engulfing candle, a candle that swallows up the body of the previous candle. All right, that's what we need to see. All right, when we see that down here, that has happened after a retest, for me, bam, I'm good to go, because that's confirming what has occurred, right? So now let me remove this off of here so that way I don't confuse anybody with anything. So now for me, break and close, and then of course retest, because I am conservative. Sometimes with gold, I'm aggressive. It just depends on what I'm seeing, right, in the market. If there's momentum there, and I see that on the week, I see that on the day, then yeah, I'm more than likely in on the 4 hour. If everything's saying the same thing, I'm probably going to go aggressive. If I'm not seeing all of them, then I'm going to go conservative, right? And more than likely lower my lot size at the same time. So break and close first, or break, close, and retest for my conservative traders, right? That's one. Number two, because this year has been a bit rocky, and I'm talking specifically for the US because I trade most US based things, right? Because it's been so rocky for this year, right? I'm going to use, or I've been continuously using the EMA. I use the 50 EMA, okay? 50 EMA, that's the exponential moving average. That's the one I use. There are some people that use, 20-day, whatever, 200, all that. You can do whatever you want to do. I use the 50 because I've been using that trading crypto for the past 4 years with trading crypto, and that works just fine for me. Okay. So yeah, so that's the second thing. I'm gonna need to see not only the break and close, right, and the retest, but I'm also gonna need to see a bearish candlestick pattern, and it needs to confirm. On top of that, the candlesticks need to be underneath the EMA. So those are the three things that I would need to see in order for me to say, yep, I'm going to enter this trade for a sale. Okay. That's the three things, me personally, I would need to see: break and close, and for my conservative people, retest. Okay. Also, I need to see a bearish candlestick pattern that is confirmed underneath where we're talking about this break and close, right? And number three is the candlesticks must be underneath this 50 EMA. Again, you don't have to use the 50, y'all. Use what works for you. Okay? If you don't use the EMA, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to use it. But like I said, use what works for you. Okay? So now I'm going to look for possible areas to secure some profit, right? Or at least put my stop loss into profit. So now I'm looking at this here. So I see this is an impulsive move on the 1 hour. Within the imbalance from the 4 hour. What are you doing? Leave that alone. Within the imbalance from the 4 hour, I see that imbalance here. This is a big impulsive move to the upside. Let me make this a bit bigger. This is an impulsive move to the upside right here, right? Big body. Got it. So I can actually use the imbalance setup that I use on the 4 hour. I can use that here to create a take profit point. Okay. So this would be the closing of, or the opening of the imbalance, the start of the imbalance, and then the bottom of this imbalance here is the close. So now that means I have one take profit point, two take profit points if I want to use this, which is my month high, right? My month high. And then the bottom of the imbalance, that won't be one. I can actually use the top of this golden zone, or yeah, I can use the top of this golden zone, okay, as my third profit point. And that's only if all three of those things line up for a sale. I don't see that happening right now, but if it does, boom, okay. I'm going to be honest with y'all. With the way things are going here in the United States, I don't see gold coming all the way down. Okay. If it does come and start to fill this imbalance, I'm not 100% certain that it will fill it completely. Okay. Just being honest, because we have a month high here. Okay. Where my cursor is at. All right. So yeah, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this take profit one for a sale. And y'all, you don't have to say, oh, this is my take profit point. These are areas where you can move your stop loss. So let's say your stop loss is up here somewhere, right? Or up here, depending on the balance and the risk to reward that you're looking for. Okay. So it's all dependent upon that. So if your stop loss is up here, then once price breaks through here and continues to go down, now you can move your stop loss either to break even, or if you're like, hey, I don't care what happens after this, I'm going to put my stop loss in profit at this previous take profit 1 point. That's totally up to you. You do what you do. Okay. But this one can be take profit 2 because there is the the previous month high. Okay. And then, like I said, I'm going to use the top of this as another take profit point. And that's, listen, I'm going to tell y'all now, I don't know if gold going to go down here. Just being honest. I don't see it. But I could be wrong. Okay. So that's it. Conservative, you're looking for break, close, and retest. Aggressive, you're just looking for break and close. Everybody got it. So now you can take your screenshot. There you go. You can take your screenshot. So now we have gold, right? I'm going to go to USD JPY next. Okay, so for my people who don't trade gold, but you only focus on currency pairs, then guess what? I got USD JPY. So I'm going to go to the week first so that way we can see what the market is doing and showing us on the week. Okay. So on this week, it looks like we have now gone back into a sale. Okay. It did reverse back on, okay, so this is back the end of last year. It was going into a buy, right? And looks like we had a pivot moment here where it said, nope, we're going back into the sale. Okay. So, and according to this looks like a lower high, right? So, but it had a bit of a pullback to the upside. So we'll see what happens. So week is showing us sell, right? And it's below the EMA, the 50 EMA. All right. Now we're going to go to the day because I did my week high and week low. Now let's go to the day. Let me make this a bit bigger so y'all can, so y'all can see where the day is at. So this previous day high, previous day low, right? And again, USD JPY, according to the day, has been selling, lower high, right? So as long as we stay below here, then we should still be in our sale, right? It comes above here, this area here, it comes above here, the supply zone actually. It goes above that supply zone, y'all. We should be looking like, okay, USD JPY is now going to be buying, right? But as of right now, we still in the sale area, according to the day. All right. And then on the 4 hour, so it's been selling, and then it attempts to go up, but price has not broken above this again. So I'm gonna make this wider now since I showed y'all that. Price has not broken above this again. Okay, yet if it does that, then it's going against our day and our week, which is showing us sell. For me personally, if those two are saying sell and then a 4 hour is saying buy, I don't know. You know, like it's got to show some serious momentum on the 4 hour in order for me to be like, yeah, I'm gonna buy. Just being honest, okay? USD JPY can get you if you're not paying attention. All right, this was last night me marking it up. So I did my golden zone and I have my supply zone when I use the field. All right. If you want to know how to do that, of course, this is on my channel. I show y'all how I place my field, why I place them, the way I place them, and what are supply zones and demand zones. Okay. So there we go. So now, seeing that on the 4 hour, we're in the golden zone pretty much. Okay. So let's look at it on the 1 hour. So even on the 1 hour, it's showing you that it did buy. And then it's attempting to come past this, but it hasn't quite done it. If it does not close above here, I would definitely say if it does not close above the week high here, then you don't have a buy. Okay? Price has to close above this week high and actually continue the momentum out of this golden zone for a sale in order for us to say, yeah, we got to buy. Okay? It doesn't do that. Y'all don't even pay any attention. Okay. So because of that, I put this white line here. I know I have this previous month high here, right? But where the EMA is placed and then looking to the left, I would definitely prefer for this white line to be my break and close. Break and close below, for sale. Okay. So this white line is where I want to see price break and close below in order to get the sale. Go spray. All right. So again, if you're aggressive, you're just going to do the break and close. If you're conservative, you're going to do a break, close, and retest. Which price comes down, it's going to come back up and test this area, and then it's going to give you bullish momentum, whatever that looks like for you. Whatever pattern you need to see, whatever candlestick you need to see, that's what you're going to be looking for below here. Okay. All right. So in knowing that, now I'm going to look at the distance between where this break and close area is and this previous day low. If that's too much, especially for those of us that just day trade, not swing traders, but day trade, then yeah, so 65, that's a lot. So I'm looking for like 30 or greater because USD JPY could definitely get 30 pips. 65 in a day, that's not likely like that. So I'm looking for, trying to see if this is a good one right here. And look, for my people who are like, well, how do you find these areas? If it's easier for you to spot an area that has multiple touches, right, and support or resistance, you can always change it to a line chart. Okay, so I'm looking for at least 2 touches in the same area. The more the better, because that's either going to be a stronger support or stronger resistance depending on what you're looking for. So like this one has, it kind of went through it a bit here, but we have 1, 2 off the bat in support. Price came down, bounced up. Price came down, bounced up. That's support, right? We need 2 or more to tell us that we have an area of support. The more touches, the stronger that area, the stronger or the more likely price could return back in that direction or return back to that price point. So we have the 2 off the bat. This one kind of went through it a bit. And then we also have these 2 in resistance. So price hit here twice. Okay. Hopefully y'all are seeing this. So that means I have 4 touches off the bat. This one kind of went through it. But definitely 4 on that area, right? And then let's go back just a little bit more to see if we can find if price touches it again. If not, it's okay because we have well more than 2. Okay, so I don't see any more right there. So that means right now I'm good to go. Okay, I at least have 1, 2. And then I'm going to look for 1 more because we're going to use this day low here as a take profit point. And then I'm looking for 1 more. And I see this one has 2, looks like. No. But it's 2, 3. But that's just so close. Give me a second, y'all, to see if I can find another one. I might have to go to the 4 hour. Sometimes I have to go to a higher time frame to find a good spot. Okay, so this one actually has 2 here. So this one has 1, 2, and then this one kind of came through it a bit. And then I can't see anything else. So let me go to the 4 hour real quick and see what the 4 hour look like. So the 4 hour looks better here. These 2 for sure. All right. Bam. So now I have at least 3 take profit points, right? And I could do more, but I'm not going to do all those, okay? This will be like the very last result, and that's only if the sale occurs because this is a week low, okay? Previous week low. So I'm going to change this back to candlesticks, and then I'm going to type this in for profit areas for a sale. And then I'm also going to do the buy, y'all. I always do the opposite. So if price were to turn into that buy, for sure, you at least have areas to pay attention to for a sale. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, I'm back. When you have your kid, you have a little kid, you always on mommy duty. Okay, so I have take profit 3, y'all. More than likely, you're gonna find an area in between this take profit 3 and this previous week low here. Okay. So that's what I would suggest that you do. This is like the bottom, and there is no guarantee that price is going to come here this week. Okay. But at the end of the day, if it does, that would be awesome. Okay. You'll at least have that area identified. All right. So we have our sales identified. Next, we need to do our buys. Now, like I said, y'all, price has to break and close above here at a bare minimum in order for us to even consider a buy. So I'm putting break and close above for buy. Okay. Again, if you are aggressive, you're going to just go head first. All right. Soon as it break and close, you off to the races. If you're conservative, you're going to wait for a break, close, and a retest. Break and close above here, pull back, retest this area, and then give you what you need to see in order to enter for a buy. Again, I look for bullish candlestick patterns. So that means that I will be looking for more than likely a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern to confirm. I needed to confirm above this break and close area. As long as we confirm above here, I'm good to go. Then I can take the trade. But it has to break, close, and retest. Okay. That's what I'll be looking for. It don't happen, it's okay. Keep it moving. Okay. And then we can look for profit areas. So I'm going to look to see from here to the top of this golden zone how many pips this may be. Okay, that's pretty short. That's not even 30. So I'm going to look for something else. Right? So what other area? Let me see. So I'm looking for like previous resistance. Okay. Wait. All right. So, wow, that's way up there. That's way up there. Way up there. Let me see. Is this okay? So that's a little bit higher than that. So if I do break and close and then this, okay, so that's about 40, 44. Okay, cool. So again, if you're like, I don't see what you're seeing, go to a line chart. Okay. We have one. That one got close, but this is resistance. And then we have support over here. This actually is not a good one. Maybe I need to go up some more because that's not a good one. That is much better. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to do one more, or at least attempt to do one more. Is this one it? That's pretty high though. Let me see. From here to here. If you're still with me, let me know. If you have any questions, by all means, type it in the chat. If you're watching a replay, by all means, type your question and I can come back and answer it, okay? And also share if you are enjoying this, if it's helping you in any way, shape, or form, by all means, share it. Like the video, love the video, subscribe to this channel if you have not done so yet, and also hit the notification bell, okay? Do those things. That would be awesome. Okay, so looks like, well, this one is a bit closer too. This one has 2 right here. 1, 2. Might check 1, 2, 1, 2. Might check, but that one has more. So that was 2. And then this one is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm gonna have to keep that one. My child is trying my patience today. Trying my patience, kid. All right. So there we go. Boom. So now I could change it back to candles. And again, y'all, if you do this, just make sure that everything is lining up. Your week is lining up, your day is lining up, your 4 hours lining up, okay? If all those are lining up for a buy, yes, you're good to go for a buy once everything happens on the 1 hour or whatever time frame you're trading on, right? If they don't line up, just know that you're taking a risk and there's a possibility that the market may not move in your favor because the higher time frames are not all lining up, okay? And if I were you, if you decide to still do that, even though it may not be a choppy market, okay, if you still decide to do that, maybe consider lowering your lot size. You know, your stop loss might need to be tighter. Whatever you feel you need to do, what works for you, continue to do what works for you, okay? But I would definitely say make those adjustments. All right, so this is, oh, I don't know why I'm going over there. This is TP1 for a buy. Oops. 2 for a buy, and then this supply zone here, you can use those too as areas for your profit. Again, if you do that, if you're doing this, you can always use your trailing stop loss to go to the previous area where you had a take profit mark, okay? All right. So there we go. We got that. All of those are good. Can you close the door, please? Do what I asked you to do, please. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 3 for the sale. So now y'all can take your screenshot. All right. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so now last thing, y'all, I'm going to do SPS 500 for my people who look at indices. Okay, I know there are people who do US 30. Not everybody is ready for US 30. Okay, not everybody's ready for NAS 100. I do look at Bitcoin. I do have that marked. I'm not even gonna front. But not everybody's ready for Bitcoin. Okay, so just want to make sure you guys see this. So, oops, I did not mean to do that. All right, so again on SPS 500, I did start. I just didn't finish. So I have my previous week high and previous week low identified. Okay, and let's see what we have. So it has been buying, right? It has been buying. This was the previous high here. This was the previous higher low here. We've cleared that clearly. So now we're looking at our sale. Okay. So the next thing will be for price to find an area where like we have a retracement, which is what I'm about to do here on the 4-hour here soon. Okay. That's what we're going to be looking for so that we can see how far up price may pull back and then eventually go back down. If indeed we still have a sale going on because the markets are selling. Okay. So that's the week. And then the day, as you can see, my goodness. Okay. It's been selling clearly. It's below the EMA just like it was on the week. All right. We have a bit of a pullback here. So unless price comes back up and let's say clears, like creates a new all-time high, not a new all-time high, geez. Breaks and close above here, definitely above this previous month low. We can say that we have a buy going on for SPX 500. Okay, so we got that. I have my day high and day low identified. I'm just gonna blow this up some so you can see it. Bam, day high, previous day low here. We're good to go. All right, so now I'm gonna go to the 4-hour, and I am going to look and see what the market is showing me on the 4-hour. So remember, SPX 500 has been selling on the week and on the day. So do I see a sale on the 4-hour? Well, I saw that it was selling on the 4-hour, but on the 4-hour, it has broke above this previous day high here. Okay, and price is starting to go above the 50 EMA on the 4-hour. So that means, again, if you have the week and the day, both are saying sell, but the 4-hour is showing, hey, we're trying to buy over here. And especially if the 1-hour is showing, hey, we're trying to buy over here. If I were you, I got the 4-hour and the 1-hour may be showing buy. But if I were you, I would be a bit more cautious with entering the trade for a buy. Tighten up your stop loss or lower your lot size, right? So you risk less. So you don't have to tighten up your stop loss, but you can risk less, right? Before entering trade for a buy when all those things line up that you need for it to line up to tell you to buy. Okay, so what I'm about to do is I'm going to do my field, right? So we got our high up here, low right here. So what I am seeing is that price could potentially come here and push back down. So yeah, it could buy, right? It could buy up until this point, and there's a potential for it to push back down. So it may break this previous week high and then come up to this previous month low here, consolidate and push back down, or come up here, consolidate and push on up. Okay. But if I were you, this is an area, if you're like, I'm following the week and the day. Okay. If I were you, I would wait on price to make a decision here and then consider either selling or waiting for it to clear this all together and then buy. Okay. That's just me. You do what you want to do. Okay. So I'm going to remove this out of here because I already know I'm not about to use this for a buy. All right. So I got this. And then I'm going to do the supply zone here. Again, y'all, if it's too many lines for you, you're like, I don't want to have all that. That's fine. You do what works for you. Okay. But this has helped me to identify where I want to enter at, where I'm seeing price returning to potentially. Okay. Or if I should even just push pause on entering the trade altogether. These lines help me. These boxes help me to identify those things. Okay. So there we go. So actually, I can remove this now. Okay. So I think I did this earlier because, oh, yeah. Yeah, this was yesterday. So I marked this up yesterday. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to move this over here for today. And I'm going to change this now because now price would need to come. Let me see. That's not a good one. I think I'm still gonna leave that because I don't like that. I'm just gonna leave that. Let me put that back on there. Break and close. Because nothing else is jumping out to me. Like there's no real deal area that's saying, oh, instead of down here. No. All right. So I'm gonna leave this the way it is. These are take profit points that I identified earlier. Well, yesterday, as you saw. These were areas I identified. And then for the buy, like I said, in order for this to legit be a buy, it would definitely need to break and close above this previous month low here. I got it. Somebody's gonna be like, but that's a long way away. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is not the market to be like, this is not the type of market right now with the way our economy is in the United States. This is not the time to be impatient. This is not the time to be like, well, I mean, there's so many pips or whatever. Okay, I got it. But there's also a very high potential for the market to not go in your favor because you're being impatient. Will it go? Possibly. You know, can it go up here to this week high? Yeah, possibly. Okay, that's 60, that's 60, 69, 78 pips, my bad. 74, 78 pips, whichever, however far up it go. Okay, so 74 pips. Okay, that could be cool. But here's the thing. What does your trading strategy, what does your trading plan say? What do you need to see consistently in order to enter the market? Is there certain things you're looking for within the market structure, right? Is it certain candlestick patterns that you're looking at? Like, do you need to see stronger or bigger body candles? Or, you know, like, what is it exactly are you looking for? What does your strategy tell you? What does your trading plan tell you? Stick with that. And I'm telling y'all now, for me, if I don't see anything that's jumping out to me that's saying, yeah, the market's just about to run up, I am not doing it. I don't care if it is a 60, 70 pip move. I'm not doing it because I honestly want more than what I can get in a day's time span. Like I want more in that 24 hours. I do. But I'm not about to sit here and risk and go against my trading plan and my strategy for it. I'm good. I'll be all right. There's other things that I could trade. Okay. So break and close. Oh man, I put the wrong thing on here. It's supposed to be break and close above for a buy. Break and close above for a buy. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. So now you can use, let's see how many pips this is. Whoa. Okay, so again, 63, that's the top of it. So, matter of fact, let me take one of these. Oh, oop. I didn't know I did that. Oops. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to change this to TP1 for buy. Okay, so that's for a buy. And then again, uh-oh. I'm trying to move the whole thing. Why it's not letting me move the whole thing? There you go. There we go. Okay. So now we have our break and close, and then we have a first one, and then I'm looking for another. Let's see if I can find another one here above this golden zone here for a potential buy. Oh, I see this one. All right, let me see if I see more. And then if not, I could just change it to a line chart again. Y'all, you can always change it to a line chart to help you out. See, that's a 54, 55 pip move. All right, so let me change to a line. Let's see. So we got, it looked better here. Nope. That's one to know. Let's see. That one looks better. That's 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I'm gonna change this to 2 here. And then buy. And then the supply zone and whatnot, that's gonna be our 3 and 4. Okay. All right. So let me change this back to candles, and then I'm gonna go to the 1 hour. Oh, I messed that up. That's why I look like that, because I was on the, let me move this over some. Okay. All right, there we go. So now you have all of these. Again, you don't have to use what I'm using, okay? But there's a reason why I use what I use. You do what you do. All right, bam. Okay, so now we have, even on the 1 hour, you're seeing that price has moved up. It's cleared this previous day high, so you could potentially see your buy, okay? You could potentially see your buy. So let me move this like this so you guys can take your screenshot. Let's see if I can make this a little bit bigger. Oh my goodness. What in the world is this? This below and close. What is this? Is it this one? Oh, break and close. Good Lord. I don't know what I got going on today. All right, there we go. All right, so here you go. Screenshot. All right. Hopefully everybody got it. So now we have our 3. We have gold, we have USD, JPY, we have SPX 500. Okay. I'm just going to show y'all what I looked at for Bitcoin right now. This is the markup I have. I'm not going to go into detail on it because, like I said, not everybody is a fan of trading Bitcoin. But Bitcoin for me, especially on the 1 hour, y'all, it's a lot of breakouts. You're looking for breakouts. Okay. You can even go down to the 15 for sure and use this 50 EMA, but you're looking for a breakout. At this point, that's it. That's all. We want to see breaks either to the upside or break to the downside, and then it tells us to enter the trade. Remember, I color code my time frames. So blue, this North Carolina blue represents the week. The yellow represents the day time frame. The orange represents the month, okay? Because I also am an investor in Bitcoin, I need to look at higher time frames to see what's happening, okay? To tell me if I should start buying some more right now or just continue to dollar cost average like I've been doing, okay? And then, of course, the green is like my profit areas as far as trading goes. All right, so there you go. You can take a screenshot if you want to. You can go back and mark up your charts if you want to. If you have been looking at Bitcoin for a long time, especially if you have experience as a trader and you have done the process, you've done your currency pairs, your majors, you've graduated and done your minors, you're good with those, okay? You've graduated and traded your commodities like your precious metals, oil, and whatnot, okay? You've done really good with that, and you have graduated from trading indices like your SPX 500, NAS 100, US 30. Then I'm telling you now, you'll be ready for crypto, okay? Because you have built up the volatility muscle that you need in order to engage in trading Bitcoin, most definitely, and Ethereum if you are trading that, even XRP, okay? All right, so that's it. Let's stop sharing this and then get back to this to wrap it up. Y'all, we've been here for an hour, so let's go. For my people who are curious about trading, If you're like, I mean, I hear Leona, I just want to kind of get like some of the foundation to see if I really want to put in that time, y'all. I have a FOREX starter kit. I dropped the price down to $9.99 because, in all honesty, y'all, some people just need to like see if this is for them. And with everything that's going on, specifically here in the United States and across the world, y'all could use a bit of a discount. I'm just being honest. Like y'all can use a bit of a discount, and so that's the reason why I dropped this down from almost $50 to $9.99. Okay, so I don't have a date on when I'm gonna stop, and the reason why I don't have a date is because right now the economy for me is kind of dictating how long I want to give people a break. Okay, so if it gets worse, then I'll be creating some other things to help y'all out. And they'll be at reasonable prices because the goal is to make sure everybody knows how to trade, and can also supplement their income, supplement the losses that they may potentially be taking in their financial portfolio. Everybody's portfolios are taking some type of hit. Some of it may be a small hit, some of it may be a massive hit. It just depends on what you've been investing in and when you got started investing in those things. Okay. But nonetheless, trading is one of those ways, when learned and properly utilized consistently, it can help supplement that. And so those lessons or those red days that you may be seeing in the market, just in general, from the stock market to the real estate market to the crypto market to your precious metals, oil, all of these things, it may not impact you as much because you're able to make up the difference as a trader. But that takes time. I want you to see if you are ready to embark on that journey to start supplementing that. Okay. So the FOREX starter kit is a way to help you to identify what you need to know and also what you have yet to learn. And if you're willing to do those things that it takes to become a master trader. Okay. So FOREX starter kit right now at this time, $9.99. Y'all take advantage of it. Scan the QR code here, or you can go to, there's a link in the description of this video. Just click on it. It's the first link within that link that you can go and get started with the FOREX starter kit. Okay, so that is it. That's all I have, y'all. Next live market analysis is next Monday, same time, same YouTube channel. Share with any trader that you know that's just starting out, that's curious about trading. Even those people who have a bit of experience and they haven't really seen a consistency yet, this would definitely help them as well. Okay, so March 24th, 2025, we are back. We are back, ready to go with a new week of trading, and you will see the results from this past week of the things that we have marked up: USD, JPY, SPS 500, and gold. All right, so let's get it, y'all. I hope y'all have a really great week. Go get your bag, and I'll see y'all back here next Monday. Bye.